So first thing which I will do small minor changes today to fix the things. So first thing which I will do is I will see if I'm reaching here. This is the results container. I want to see if I'm reaching here. So I put high H and it is coming here. So I'm able to come visit this point. Let's put something here in the chat component. And let's see if I'm reaching there. Okay, chat component is not this one. We have to go to modules chat.js. This is the where I will check it. And let's go here. And I'm able to see hi. Okay. So I'm able to see hi. Now I'll go to home page and I'll click this chat and I'm able to see hi. I'll go home page. I'll click this chat and I'm again able to see hi. Okay. So now what we will do, I will go to my reducer. Okay, I'll go through all the case statement and I don't see anything. I'll go to my action, and if you see in the my action, I store the user object in this local storage. So when I want to use this one, I always have to write 2-3 lines of the code to get only the user ID. See, to get the user ID, I have to first pass this object and then I have to get this user ID. This is in this place it is correct because I need to get the display name also, photo URL also. So I need to really parse the things and I can go ahead. But what if uh, here in this case I need only user ID. So I have to parse whole object and then I have to get it user ID. So what I was thinking, I will put one more thing in the local storage that will be only user ID and it will be params.uid. So that way, if I want user ID, I will only get the user ID. I will not take the user object and pass it. So this is only special case. I am putting user ID also in the local storage so that I can retrieve it. And when I logged out, I will remove the user ID. So just add these 2 lines of the code. One is go to myaction.js. One is add this line of the code. And second is in the logged out, add this line of the code. Add these 2 lines of the code. Okay, so now what I will do, so wherever I want the user ID, I will just grab this local storage from this user ID. So for example, in the chat, let's try to figure out where we are using. So in the send message, we need lot of information. So this part is correct. Let's go and see where exactly other we need. Okay, here for example, we need only user ID. So I will get the user ID from the local storage, and I will name it as from user ID. I will delete this part of the code, so I can get this from user ID here. So just add this line of the code inside the display chat message, remove all and just add this part. Yeah, so you have to delete 3 lines of the code and just put 1 line which I gave you. Inside the display message, remove the 3 lines and add only 1 line, that is this line. Okay, now let's see where exactly, what are the other place we need this. Okay, so we don't need any other place here. Let's go here. Okay, let's go here. Inside the results container, I have the UID, so UID will be local storage get item. So delete 3 lines after pagination. UID I have put, so delete 3 lines, add this 1 line of the code. Got it? You have to, in the result container, after pagination, just add 1 line of the code. Delete 3 lines. Okay, delete. These are the 3 lines of the code. You have to delete it. And just add the last line of the code, this one. Just add these lines of the code. After pagination, there are 3 lines. Let me show you. Okay, done. Okay. So now let's see what are the other places where we have. I will search it. I will search inside the source folder. So we have, okay, we don't need components chat. In the chat.js, this is fine. Okay, so this is the place also, get chat user action, where I'm calling so many things, where I don't need so many things. I need only user ID. So I will grab this one also here. So go to chat action and go to the get chat user action. We have 3 lines of the code. Just delete all 3 lines of the code and add 1 line of the code in the chat user action. in the chat action.js. Are you there? Kate, are you there? Hello. So in the get chat user action, in the get chat user action, add this line of the code and delete 3 lines of the code. So we were having 3 lines of the code here. I had to delete these 3 lines of the code and replace with 1 line of the code. Also, when you go to chat users, we have 3 lines of the code. So we don't need 3 lines of the code. We have to delete these 3 lines of the code and we'll add only 1 line of the code, that is taking the UID from the user ID local storage, and we'll delete the above 2 lines. We will add only 1 line of the code. So this is the code which you have to replace in the chat users, line number 23. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So now, so we have cleaned up the user ID wherever we needed it. And so now what I will do, I'll search again and I'll see. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll log out and I'll go to the home page and I'll see. So when I'm logged out, I should not be able to chat. I should not be able to click the chat one. Okay. So let's remove this chat part when I'm not logged in. So let's do it. So I show the chat here in the results part. We show this chat, and here I'm checking my link is there. 1 second. Okay. Now I want to show this chat link if I'm logged in. Otherwise, I don't want to show. So here I will say if from ID is there and from ID is not equal to this one, then only show the chat link. So now if I'm not logged in, this one will be empty and this one will not come and I won't be able to see the chat link. So now I am not able to see the chat link anywhere. I will make this little changeable because this is not looking good. It's mismatched. We'll fix the CSS in some time. So just add this part in the line number 15 in the results where we have if condition. Okay, now let's say I'm logged in. Okay, so I am logged in now. Okay, so now I am able to see this chat one and when I click this chat one, I'm able to chat with that guy. But when I click this one, that means I'm chatting with myself. I don't want to allow this one, which we did some part on that day, but it was not working. Let's try some more things to fix this. So I have one. So let's go to chat.js. I will try to put something inside the component did mount and see if I can do that. I should not be able to. So this is something I will take, that is the from UID, and I will put it in the second line in the component did mount. And here I will see if from UID is equal to user ID. If both are equal, I will put something in the console.log user is same, and I'll see if I'm getting it here or not. So since I'm chatting with myself, I should get user is same. If I chat with this guy, I'm not getting this one, but when I click this one, I should get. Okay, I'm not getting it because I'm changing from here, but if I refresh it, okay, if I go from home, let's put chat to all. Let's say if I'm going from home page, I click chat, I'm getting user is same. When I go home page, I click this guy and I'm not getting it. I go home page, I click this guy and I'm getting user is same. So when I'm coming from the home page, or when when I put my user in the URL, then also I'm getting user is same. So that means if I put something here in the chat where I have this console.log same, that means I will be able to redirect it to back to some other page. So what I will do, let's go to first Firebase. Let's make condition practical and then I will show you what to do. I'll go to food donation, chat users, and I'll delete my part here. Okay, so now I have two users which are the real scene, and now here I will put one code to redirect user to another page. So where is that code? Let's see. So when user is same, I will put one code, that is I will instead of console.log I will say this.props.history.push chat, and I'll say return. So when both users are same, I will let the user redirect it to another URL. So now if I put /w something, so now the user and from and to is same, so I'm redirecting to chat page. Now if I go to home page and I click this one, then again I'm redirecting to so that user cannot chat with himself. If I click this way, I'm able to chat it. So with these 3 lines of the code, so open the component did mount in the chat.js. After the first line is the to user ID. After the first line, add these 5 lines of the code, and then you won't be able to chat with yourself. Okay, now there was one more problem on that day. That problem is, let's say I'm chatting with this guy, I go to home page, I go to messages, I'm still able to see this part. So, but I don't see the messages. I see only the so when I click the messages, when the URL is like this, we don't have real user, so I don't want to show this part. So when I click messages, I don't want to show this part. Okay, so this part should not be available. Let's see what we do in messages. And I'll put some console.log to see when I am here. Okay, there is this warning also. We need to fix this warning also. But if I go to messages, I'm able to see hi. Okay, let's see what is the to user ID. So if I click this one, I'm getting to user ID this one. But if I click messages, I'm getting to user ID null. So whenever I'm getting null, also then I should not show this part. So let's figure out how to do that. So when I don't have this to user ID, so if I say if no to user ID, do something. So what to do? I will call these two functions and maybe probably I'll make them null. So let's see what these two functions do. One is change user ID, one is change user details. They call the action. Let's see what is there in the action. In the action, change user ID will pass this user ID, and change user details will pass this one. So here I can say I will say if empty to user ID, that is there is no to user ID, I will resolve this with empty null value. I will resolve it with null value so that, and I will return it. No, return is not needed. Resolve is fine. So when we don't have any user ID, I will make it null. Similarly, here it is automatically going null. So I will call these two function with and pass it null. So I'll call these two functions here, and instead of to user ID, I will pass null. So here I will say resolve with null. Okay, let's go now. Now I am chatting with this guy. I click the messages, and when I click the messages, to user ID is null, and to user ID details is going as undefined, whereas I send it here as a null. Let's see I am getting properly. Let's say if I pass false, now if I do this, okay, when I do this, still it's going undefined, and I don't see my console.log as high. Let's put here as a high, too high. So when I click this one, I am not getting, I'm not getting this one. Okay, let's put it here with to user ID. Okay, I'm at the wrong place actually. I'm in the wrong URL. I have many versions of this copy. Let's go here and open this one. Okay, let's try here. This is the change user detail, and here I'm saying if to user ID is not there, resolve null, and let's see if I'm getting it here. So now if I click messages, and let's put to user ID here to see who is the to user ID. So here I'm getting null. That means to user ID is null. Let's click one of them, and I'm not getting, that means to user ID is coming properly, but when I click messages, I'm getting high null. So it's correct, coming correctly. So I'll delete this part and let's check now. So I'm chatting with this guy, then I'm chatting with this guy, I go to home page, then I go to messages and don't see anything. When I click this one, I'm able to see this one. But if I go to home page, if I click chat from one of them, I'm able to go there. So what you have to do in the chat action.js, in the change user detail, when we have the payload, after payload, add these 3 lines of the code. Now go to chat.js, and in the component did mount, after the to user ID, put this 5 lines of the code. That is, if not to user ID, we have to make empty this one. And maybe I want to, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, maybe I want to return. Let's return it. Let's see what happens in the return. Yeah, so just return it here because we don't want to go ahead if user is not logged. If to user ID is not there, we don't need to go further. Okay, so this fixes the problem of this part, but we still have one problem. Let me refresh this. I don't see this. When I click this, I see this warning. This should not come. So somehow we are setting the state in the render function, which is not allowed. So it's saying we are setting the state on the unmounted component. So we are doing something which we are doing on the render function. Let's see what we are doing. I'll go to the render function. I don't see anything here. This is something, we changed something. This is, okay, we are not doing anything here. If I delete this form to test it, okay, I don't see the error. I'll refresh it. I don't see the error. If I put the form back, I don't see the error. I don't see the error. But when I change it, I don't see the error. Refresh it. Now I'm not getting that error. And now I'm not getting the error. Somehow I was getting that error. So I thought because of that it's coming. Okay, we'll come back again. If we see the error, we have to fix that one. Right now we don't see it. Now here it's saying 4 seconds ago and 34 seconds ago. I also want to display the date. Maybe sometimes if it's too old, date should be the thing which we should add. So I will go to the food donation, chat users. I will also put the date. Um, let's see how to put the date. So right now we have updated date and we convert into STR time. So this date is actually in the time. Let's say if I create var d equal to new date and I pass this value, and let's see what is coming in the d. So it's coming November 30. Both are coming November 30 Pacific Standard Time. Let's try to see what we can do with this. So JavaScript, let's see date type, data types, date formats. Okay, let's see what format we can make. This is the date. This is the date. Let's try to. Okay, so let's try to make it formatted. Okay, let's do the method. Okay, once we get the date, I can show. I will create a string. My date is equal to. I will say. Maybe I will say get full year. I think so. Okay, let's take the get full year. I will say d dot get full year plus d dot get month. Get month is 0 to 11. So if I want to show get month, it will be +1, and plus I will say d dot get date, and then I will show this date also. I will show this date here. After this, I will show my date. Okay, let's see. So here it's saying on which date I talked last with him. This does not look really cool. There's too much jam is there. Maybe right now I will skip it. Later on I will add it. So just add these two lines of the code, but we will not use it now. Maybe I will figure out how to use it. Just keep it in your structure in the chatuser.js on the line number 37 after str time. Just add these two lines of the code, but we will not use it now. We will use it after some time. Maybe I will figure out how to use it. Okay, so that's it for today. We have to we have to figure out now what are the things pending in this project. It's showing my data is not used. It's okay. Now what are the things pending in this project? Chat is done with pagination. In the my account, create is done. In the my account, I should only see my post and I should be able to edit it or delete it, or I can give only option to delete it, or I will see if edit is feasible, I can edit it. So we have to do edit and delete in the my account page, and in the home page we need to format it little better, this thing. So I will find some good template, but maybe not tomorrow, maybe on Monday, and I will move some functions in the functions.js. So right now we have few functions here. So I will be taking the functions from whole of our project and put it here so that we can use it in other projects. So next time when we are building some project, it should be very easy for us to do the same things if we have done in this project. So I will be taking some of the code and put it in this functions.js. Tomorrow I will do that, putting the code into this function.js, and I will also work on my account page where user can delete or edit his post. So that's it for today.